You know who my favorite hockey player in the NHL is? It's Tyler Myers of the Vancouver Canucks, because he's like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get. And that excitement, that roulette, the uncertainty, that is what adds to the enjoyment when you see good plays balanced out with bad plays. The Vancouver Canucks today have started off what is essentially their losing streak of the year. I mean, they lost against Philly, okay. Not the best game in the world. They lost against Tampa Bay today. Hey, they lost 4-3. But nobody is going to be talking about the way the team fought back or how the team responded to whatever. There are good players in this game. Last game, you couldn't say that. You could say only Demko stood up and actually performed well against Philadelphia. In this game, you could probably name a few other guys that were good. But the one guy that everybody is going to be talking about instead, and no, I'm not talking about Nikita Kucherov, who had scored twice in this one, is Tyler Myers. Because my gosh, live by the sword, die by the sword. This is the guy who is giving Canucks fans the biggest and baddest conversations to be having about him during the last year of this $6 million AAV contract. Tyler Myers was legitimately responsible for one of these goals directly, another one of these goals indirectly. He had scored himself, and just in general, that Myers and Ian Cole pairing was not good. Like, I'm sorry, there were some great performances that you can talk about with the Canucks and the Lightning in this one. Mark Friedman made his debut. I liked him. He looked solid, much better than Noah Juleson. JT Miller, very solid game here today. You want to talk about that guy, a player who has shown up and absolutely been a gamer this season so far? Yeah, JT Miller is in that conversation. You could say that Pettersson looked a little bit shaky today. We all remember that during the last game, he had blocked a Tyler Myers shot, and there's his name popping up again. Tyler Myers influencing the sands of time in Canuckland. Pettersson did not look the best today, and it did kind of reflect, especially towards the end when he did not shoot the gosh darn puck while holding on to it with seconds to go in the third. But Tyler Myers was on a pairing with Ian Cole today. And just in general, I've liked Ian Cole. I thought Cole had a really good first 2 games in Vancouver, where he was clogging up the boards, making sure that the opposition could not send passes through. He was physical. He was able to make plays. Ian Cole looked great in the first few games of the year. But paired with Tyler Myers, my gosh, these guys cannot break the puck out. They try to send the puck up, but they end up passing it back and forth with each other, and they lose sight as to where the other guy is, leading to a bunch of bobbled plays and aggressive forechecking from Tampa Bay, which resulted in panic. It just was not a good experiment seeing Myers and Ian Cole together. And the first goal of the game scored by Tampa Bay was one of these Tyler Myers' signature plays, the pizza deep dish special right up the middle on the penalty kill. Tampa Bay scores their first goal of the game when Tyler Myers, who has the puck near the Canucks net, decides to just throw it right up the boards into the middle. It's picked off by Nick Paul, just a clear, very, very clear clearing attempt that does not go. It is picked off. Paul comes right in. There's a pass in front, the shot, the rebound, and Nick Paul ends up scoring 1-0 Tampa Bay off of the worst turnover we have seen this season so far, courtesy of Chaos Draft Tyler Myers. The Canucks honestly looked pretty okay in the first period. Like, they had their zone time, they had their chances, they had their shots, but a few calls and a few bad defensive plays, and they're down 1-0 at the end of this first period. Second period starts, though, and things look good. It's Brock Boeser who scores 18 seconds into the second period. It is a JT Miller steal behind the Tampa Bay net, wherein he takes it, he quickly throws it back out to the hash marks, and Boeser, just like the one-timer against Edmonton the other night, quick, on the stick, off the stick, a bullet into the top corner. It's a 1-1 game. Miller from Boeser, you could say DiGiuseppe deserved an assist on that play as well, because he kind of tangled with the Tampa Bay guy to cause him to dump it around the net, but on the broadcast it was just Boeser from Miller. And then give it another 40 seconds or so, and Elias Pettersson stops up at the blue line as the Canucks enter the offensive zone. He passes one to Tyler Myers, who has all the space in the world to wind up and clap one. Top corner as well. What a bomb of a slap shot by Tyler Myers. Within the first 62 seconds of the game's second period, it goes from 1-0 Tampa to 2-1 Vancouver. What a crazy turn of events. From here, there are a few other plays. The Canucks get a power play, but then the Lightning get shorthanded chances because the Canucks just cannot seem to break it out of their own zone. There's a Tilly, Mark Friedman, who had a pretty good game, versus Tanner Jeannot, but in the last few minutes of the second period, the game changes once again. Michael Eyssimont is able to score by coming right down the left wing and sniping at top corner. Not really the best goal by Demko, to be honest. He kind of lost his post a little bit there. It's 2-2 with 4:17 to go, and it's eventually Nikita Kucherov who scores right after. Really great cycling, really great pressure by Tampa Bay. The Canucks just kind of get hemmed into their zone for this half of the second period, and it's eventually Nikita Kucherov who picks the puck up on the half boards, walks right into the middle, and just has a seeing eye shot near side over the glove. Demko can't see through the screen. He chooses the wrong side of the screen to try to peek over, and it's 3-2. Within 69 seconds of Tampa Bay scoring. This second period really just wasn't great for Vancouver, especially towards the end. They were looking really shaky. They could not clear the puck. Multiple shifts in a row. Great start to the period, of course, with the 2 goals from Brock and Myers, but a terrible ending here, and an energy that the Vancouver Canucks would need to respond back against in the third period. 5 minutes in, though, when the Tampa Bay Lightning go on a power play. It's Ian Cole who takes down Brandon Hagel on a 2-on-1 chance. This was honestly a necessary penalty because if Ian Cole hadn't taken it, it probably would have resulted in a Hagel goal just in general. So, appropriate penalty for Cole, taking down the guy on the back door who has the wide open net for the cross crease. And the Lightning go on the power play. And this is where things get even crazier for Tyler Myers, because as the puck gets sent over to the half wall in the Vancouver zone, Elias Pettersson ends up chasing it down. Okay, a mini scrum ensues. Okay, and Tyler Myers is the third man in who tries to go in and, I don't know what he's trying to do. He comes in and he takes Pettersson down, which causes both of them to be flat on the ice for the next few seconds. Tampa Bay gets the puck back, and because Petey and Myers are stuck on the half boards, it's like a 4-5-on-1 opportunity because Pia Sutar is committing to blocking the pass. Carson Soucy is right in front, leaving a wide open lane for Nikita Kucherov to just stand there, backdoor, cross crease, brilliant pass. Nikita Kucherov snipes it over the glove of Thatcher Demko. Nothing he could do about that. It's a cross crease goal, 4-2. And Myers and Petey are just on the side watching. Pettersson was taken down by Myers. You got a 6'8" draft piled on top of you. Yeah, you can't get up quickly. But Myers didn't even get back into play either. Tyler Myers is responsible for the first goal against Nick Paul. Brilliant takeaway. You could say he's responsible for the fourth goal against, where he takes down the Canucks' best player on the penalty kill. The Canucks are not able to respond quickly. They have a lot of time just trying to break it in. There are some good shifts here and there. Miller, Boeser, Hughes, Hronek, I thought played pretty well in this third period. There was a chance by Tampa Bay that went off the crossbar. That was a 2-on-1 opportunity. And eventually on the 6-on-5 empty net, a Hronek long shot is rebounded and put in by JT Miller, making it 4-3, and that is the final score of the game. That's it. I mean, the Canucks had another 6-on-5 opportunity at the end of the game, with Hughes and Petey kind of cycling it around within the last 10 seconds or so, but Elias Pettersson waited way too long to shoot, instead passing it off to Hughes, who was able to just throw it towards the goal and it's blocked. The Vancouver Canucks did not play the ending parts of this game well. There was no real desperation, I felt. And just throughout the game in general, Tyler Myers showcasing off why he is the Chaos Draft, why he is one of the most unpredictable and unsustainable players the Vancouver Canucks have seen in years. What a performance. Who was this guy playing for? You gotta wonder. But either way, thoughts in the comment section below about the Canucks losing to the Lightning 4-3. They're 2-2 on the season. Thatcher Demko was pretty alright. Honestly, he was very good, not gonna lie. It's just the goals that beat him were more or less defensive lapses and the one Eyssimont shot that wasn't good, but other than that, Demko was alright. Thoughts in the comment section below about the Canucks versus the Lightning. I hope you enjoyed this video. 99, and bye.